Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. There's my little buddy over there. They like bathing in the rain. It's been raining all day here. It's kind of gloomy. It sucks. This floor here, it's like walking on ice when it's wet. Same thing in the kitchen. No, I hate getting wet feet. I don't know. I'm like a cat. I think I just hate getting my feet wet. And this whole stinking place, the floor gets wet every time it rains. I'll be so happy to move out of here. So, moving on from that, we've got our house is really moving along now. They're already up to the second floor. They poured the second floor already. Now I know we got a lot of rain, but they got it all covered up real good. So that's got to cure for a good bit before they can start doing more stuff. And of course they got all the wood underneath holding everything up for the second floor. So it's going to take them a little bit of time to get that all taken care of. But it is moving along. I'm real happy about that. And just hopefully, I'm thinking sometime maybe January we'll be able to move into the new house. I've already decided on the fridge we want. My wife and I both like this particular one, and the stove. I actually found a stove that I wanted, but then when I was in the store here the other day, they had like a new model came in, and it was extremely high quality compared to the one I was going to buy. The one I was going to buy was like $25,000. This one was $39,000. But when I had the guy, we pulled it out in the store and I turned it over sideways and I was looking. Brass valves, I mean it just was super high quality. All stainless steel screws in the whole thing. It was just that much more to me. So I didn't think $39,000 for that stove that I wanted was too much. The original stove I looked at, I even was thinking to myself, yeah, it'll be good for about 10 years and it'll be done. This one I'm looking at now, I'm looking at a 25-year stove. It's fantastic. Got sealed burners on top. It's got the one electric one like I want, and then it's got the 3 gas ones, and it's got the needle valve so on the one burner, so I can adjust the flame real low when I want to simmer something real slow. I love to cook. My favorite room in every house I've ever been in has been the kitchen. I've never thought that a house should have a dining room. I always liked the country kitchen, and so you can just turn around and put the food right on the table. That was always my bag. Now this house that I'm here, that we're having now, it's kind of a separate kitchen, but we're looking to make it what we want. We'll get this one started. This is going to be our base area, and that's how we're going to do things. We're going to move out of there from Batangas, and then we're going to go down to Mindoro. We're going to build a house there too. But the Mindoro house, I'm not going to go with this bull crap of builders. Screw the builders here. You know, I paid for this house all the way back a year ago, and they're just now starting. And they said, oh, it's because the neighbors they put their money on the house, but they had to pay the down payment over a year. Well, that's not my fault. So I don't want to go with any more of these builders. If you guys want to buy a house from the meter land, you know what I say you should do? Don't do none of this pre-selling crap with these guys. Don't even think about it. Just wait until they got one built and buy it. And if they're only doing pre-selling, go somewhere else. Don't get from these guys. I would never deal with them again. That's just my deal in my brain. I would never deal with them again. I actually wished I could get out of this one completely, give me my money back, say la vie, goodbye, and never have anything to do with them. But they're not giving me my money back. And of course I could go to court, and by the time the money, I would ever win the case and the money would be back, I'd probably be dead, because in this country it would probably take 15, 20 years for a case like that. Everything's super slow in this country. So, but I do have some nice pictures of the house moving on. One of my subscribers said, boy, I'd love to be able to see it. I actually did a couple videos to try to put them on the TV, but it didn't work out very good. For some reason, there was when you get the camera by the TV, there was like this big humming. You couldn't hardly hear me. And I tried three takes on it. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's picking up something, because I had to put the TV through the Wi-Fi so I can get the pictures from the phone onto the TV, and I think that was causing some kind of crazy interference, making the camera get this humming sound. It was, so I don't know what's up with that. Watch out, guys! Bike coming. We get these. Most of my neighbors that drive up and down this street, they drive very easy. They know there's kids out. There's kids all over the place in this neighborhood. But we get other people coming in to visit, and they come flying down the road on their bikes or their tricycles at these ridiculous speeds. We had a guy come through here in a big Toyota van. He must have been doing 50 kilometers per hour in the street. And I'll tell you what, I wished I'd have had a shotgun, because I'd have blown that asshole's tire out. You don't come through a residential neighborhood at 50 kilometers per hour, you jack off. He went so fast I couldn't even get his license plate number. But I haven't seen him back again, but I don't like it. And a lot of some young guys, there was one young guy, I think I mentioned it in the video a long time ago, he was flying down the street here to visit his girlfriend, flying down on his motorcycle. Hey, I got a hold of him one day. I went down there and I grabbed a hold of him. And I said, listen, you better slow down. I got kids. Now he don't come this way. He goes all the way around the other way. So that's cool. So problem was solved. But I don't like that when my kids are out playing. I got to worry that somebody's going to run their ass over. So very strange. But this is the 8th of October. We're having a rainy, dismal day. And by the way, I got a whole bunch of new rickshaw glasses coming. I think I'm gonna start doing a way to sell my rickshaw glasses, because I had a lot of people got on there wanting some rickshaw glasses. I'm gonna get some of them sent to my friend in the States, so we can ship them out from there, and we'll get you a good price. I found out from it's Alibaba. I was buying these rickshaw glasses here were like 127 pesos, excuse me, and some of them more or less, but I got these for 127. And then Alibaba came on, and I can get a whole batch of them for like cheap, much cheaper. So we're thinking of starting to sell these glasses to make a few bucks. Like that. So hopefully that'll do, and maybe get some rickshaw shirts. I like the rickshaw shirts. Those are really cool. We're getting a lot of folks around here. I've actually when we were out yesterday, we went and stayed with our friend Onad, and people were like, "Hey, you're Rick Shaw." I was like, okay, cool. So there's some Filipino people, even though they haven't subscribed, they've seen it. They've seen my channel, so they said, oh, that's Rick Shaw. And me, I'm getting ready again for just started growing the beard. It's not only a few days old, so get Santa Claus going. This year we're going to spend it at my buddy Onad's, and I'm starting to buy up. We've been going around the stores and buying up a bunch of stuff. I don't want to give toys this year like in previous years. I'd like to give gifts of food instead to a lot of these kids, you know, because where we went, where my wife, when I first met her, where she lived, man, we're seeing these kids that years ago looked really good. We're seeing them now, man, they're like bone skinny because their parents can't work. The one fellow we talked to the other day, he's a tricycle driver. He was cut off for a long time. He couldn't make no money. He couldn't feed his family. Now his house was paid for because he inherited from his parents, so he didn't have much of that, and the taxes here are nothing and all that stuff, but him and his wife and his kids was starving. So, because of this stupid pandemic thing, guys, this is a government thing. You know, they poofed this invisible enemy out of thin air and said, you can't go anywhere now because we're going to save you from this invisible enemy. And it's not there. Look on my Facebook page. There's a guy, Brent, that put a thing on here about deaths in the Philippines. And he went from January to June in the Philippines, and every single month there's less people dying in this country with the COVID than there was last year. So, guys, you people in the Philippines, you better wake your asses up. You better start waking up and start talking to your barangay leaders and your mayors and your governors and saying, hey, this is a bunch of bull crap. This is all crap, guys. This COVID thing is just baloney, and they're making you wear masks. You can't do that. You gotta have your papers. I wanted to go down to Batangas to go look at my nice new house getting built. You wouldn't believe all the papers I got. This is Nazi Germany, guys. This is Nazi Germany. History repeats itself, and if these countries don't teach history, we're doomed to repeat it. We're going to repeat it, and it's repeating right now because these kids are clueless. The liberal schools took over. Here in this country, the schools, I wouldn't even dare to put my children in the public school here. There ain't no way in a million years I'll put them in the public school here. These kids come out like invalids from high school. You know, they got to go to college just to get some kind of an education. It's crazy. It's all private school for us. My little daughter, she's been in private school for a while now. We have a tutor here now. So if you're in the Philippines and you can afford private school or tutor, do it. Stay away from the public schools. They don't teach these kids nothing here. So it really sucks. But this is Rick Shaw. Pray for each other, take care of each other. Hugs are free, short kisses. So take care all.